Hey everybody, welcome. You know what? This is hot off the press, not the news press, off of my press. You know, there's so much going on in this world, and sometimes we just got to just be straight up front. And you may be experiencing this, you may have a loved one or someone else that's going through this, or you may run across some people that you're talking to, and these signs may help you. Okay, so I'm going to talk about things that is real, and some of the things are not science based, but it's life based. It's life of people that I know, you know, that I've experienced, you may experience, and other people may experience. But it's really time for us to really talk about some of the things that's going on. As far as our health is concerned, I'm not talking about all the things that's going on in the world. I'm talking about all the things that's going on within you. So one of the things I want to talk about is just to find out, because I had a good friend who passed away this past weekend, and they started off with just being diagnosed with diabetes. And then it seems like once they got that diagnosis of diabetes, and so many people that you know, and if you don't ask them, after they got that one diagnosis with you could possibly have diabetes, or you're pre-diabetic, or we want you to start taking this medicine, then their body and their life started kind of deteriorating, right? So there's this doctor, and you might have seen him on the front of my cover of this. This is a YouTube video, so you probably seen him on the front. Dr. Berg. And so Dr. Berg, he's a medical doctor, and he really highlights some really powerful stuff regarding diabetes and the medication and how we keep putting that poison in our body. We don't put poison in our car, but we'll put it in our body at the drop of a dime. We're going to look for the best gas, but we will find the cheapest stuff to put in our body to heal it quickly, right? Or we so-called heal. But anyway, I'm talking about some of the signs of diabetes, and I want you to really think about it. And before the doctors tell you through some blood work that you've taken that you have diabetes, he came up with 15 signs. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go through all the signs in this one video, but I will do follow up with some more, or you can go check out his video because his video was really powerful. But sometimes it's not the message, it's the messenger. So I figure there's going to be people that may relate to me more, look like me, female, African American, or just feel more comfortable with talking to somebody that's not in the medical industry or listening to somebody. But his stuff was really good. And he said that signs of diabetes that you should know about, and it's very important to recognize what your body is trying to tell you. People, slow down, and listen to your body. And you're probably thinking, she's one to talk. She talks so fast. This year, 2025, I'm going to work on slowing it down just a little bit, okay? You know, and your body is telling you different things, but we're ignoring these signs. Or your body is saying this is not what's going on, but the doctors are saying this is what's going on, and so you believe them and you take it, you know. And so when you do that and you don't listen to your body, or you listen to them, you start taking these medications, you end up having more damage to your organs, okay? And especially your kidneys. So listen to your body, okay? The first thing that we want to talk about, are you getting up frequently in the middle of the night using the bathroom? I'm not talking about if you drank a lot of water throughout the day and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to the bathroom. Are you getting up so many times of the night to go to the bathroom? Listen to your body. Monitor how much you're drinking if you find yourself getting up. Even if you're saying, well, I'm old and I get up. Old people get up and go to the bathroom often through the night. That is not necessarily true, because I could sleep all night long and not get up. But then if I drink something, I may get up and go to the bathroom once. But you know what? I will even drink a cup of tea on the side of my bed and drink it and not have to get up and go to the bathroom. So those are things you want to take a look at. And if you do, getting up frequently, night urinating, he said this is called nocturna. That means that you may have too much sugar in your blood. And the kidneys, they filter the blood. And so the body is naturally trying to get rid of this excess sugar because it's toxin. And we keep thinking, oh, you know, it's all the sugar and stuff I'm downing cakes and cookies and stuff. Now, when I was diagnosed with diabetes, this is a funny story. One day I'm gonna show the magazine, and they followed me around to see if I was able to kick diabetes. 'Cause I'm like, I'm not taking that medication. I plucked my finger once, plucked it twice, and I said, oh, there's no way I'm going to spend the rest of my life plucking my finger. You know, can you believe people pluck their finger every single day, 2 and 3 times a day, right? That's crazy. But they got some new machines now that they don't have to do it as much. This is really funny. I remember I was watching TV one day, and okay, let me ask you this. Anybody, if you can answer this question for me, or if you ever wondered this, how in Sam's Hill is the pharmaceutical company online telling us what's wrong with us, so we go back to our doctor and say, I think this is wrong with me? So I remember it was about 15, 16, 17 years ago. So that restless leg syndrome. So I was watching TV. That's why I liked my doctor back then. I was watching TV and I was like, My legs are bothering me. I think I might have restless leg syndrome. So I went to the doctor. She said, girl, you ain't got no restless leg syndrome. She said, you don't have it. I was like, okay. She didn't give me no medication, thank goodness. But another thing is that restless leg syndrome is a magnesium deficiency, okay? And that also can point to you possibly having diabetes. However, the doctors don't tell you that there's some symptoms that you have, and they just give you more medication. Like one is sleep apnea. And so the doctor was saying that sleep apnea is one of the things that you may have. It relates back to your diabetes or possible having diabetes, but they give you another medication. They give you a mask. You know, that they need to do a little bit more research. And I'm going to tell you guys, you need to do more research yourself. Y'all all know what I said, right? Physician, heal thyself. Y'all know where I got that from? If you don't know where I got that from, that came out the Bible. Physician, heal thyself. Look at how to heal thyself, okay? And so you want to make sure that you are really looking at what's going on with your body. So are you using the bathroom a lot? Are your legs kind of feeling kind of cattywampus? Do you feel like you're having problems sleeping, sleep apnea? Some of these things going on, and those are just three of the things that he talked about. But he talked about 15 different things. And the video he made, it's really funny because, I'm going to start using notes too, because you know what? This is about you guys getting the information, not about me coming here and entertain you. I'm going to entertain you a lot because it's going to be just a little fun. We're just going to do a lot of different things. But anywho, let me get back to the point, okay? So this is what he said. He said, the video that he was playing, that I was watching, he said it cost $1 billion. $1 billion. And the reason why he said that, he said because Pfizer, Walgreens, and other pharma giants were trying to pay to delete that video because he was saying something real, right? And they said, why? He said, listen carefully. In 2023, sales of Metformin had exceeded $2.3 billion. How in the world is sales of Metformin exceeding $2.3 billion, which makes every diabetic, including you, a real money bag for this industry? So they're just diagnosing. And when I got diagnosed, I told my doctor, I'm not taking the medication. I'm not diabetic. He said, yes, you are. I said, no, I'm not. And then they followed me in the fitness magazine, and they still kept it in my chart for a while. And then when I went back, she said, well, what are you doing? You know, because the levels was going down, the so-called levels was going down. And I said, I became a vegan. She's like, oh my gosh, okay. She says, I couldn't mention it until you mentioned it to me first. And so by the regulations of being a medical doctor, she couldn't mention at that time about being a vegan, changing my eating habits, right? They give you a little class when they diagnose you with diabetes. They give you a little class and say, come on in, and we're going to tell you all these things that you shouldn't eat. All the things that I said I can eat raises my blood sugar. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So I done lost my point. Anyhow, I'm going to keep going. So anyway, so that means that every last one of you I was talking about was a money bag. So they're going to diagnose you if they can because they're making big money. How do you see these dialysis centers popping up all over the place? And just think about why are they doing that? Because they're preparing, because they know they're going to have a lot of people who are going to be coming to their dialysis center. Look at the medication they're getting. Look at your medications that's putting in your body. I've seen so many people get sick, and I don't even want to talk about. But one day I'm going to talk about real soon my friend, how he passed away. And it was because of some medication he was taking. That medication destroyed his immune system so bad he caught an infection and he couldn't fight it off because of medication. If he didn't have that medication, could he fight it off? That's why I'm starting to really, I've been looking at this, but even going more towards like the Hippocrates clinic that we're going to show you some more videos. I'm going to show you some videos about the Hippocrates Wellness Center, and there's other centers that's popping up, and for people to heal themselves. So anyway, going back to this, it says the main question is, why should the people of America suffer? Now we're talking about just in America, suffer in the interest of some companies who want to make colossal profits. Why should we suffer? And we're suffering. But is it a choice? Absolutely. We have a choice to take that medication, and most of us take the easy route. 'Cause let me ask you a question. If I was to say, you could take this medication and it's going to help lower your blood sugar. Or if I say, you're going to have to stop eating this, change that, and maybe exercise, lose a little weight, reduce your stress, and that's going to reduce your blood sugar. Which would you do? You're going to take that pill. How many of us want this magic pill? But how magical is it? Is it literally like a lucky charm? Magically delicious? So, the direct consequences of type 2 and unstable blood sugar levels are nerve damage, kidney failure, and vision loss. Type 2 is a serious and progressive disease and one of the biggest sources of profits for pharmaceutical companies. So they're not going to tell you how to get well, how to keep your kidneys, how to reverse your vision loss. They're not going to tell you those things to do. They're going to give you that magic little pill. Do you want the red pill or do you want the blue? It's up to you. When it comes to your health, before you turn it over to a doctor, before you turn it over to them, all I'm going to say is, physician, heal thyself. You got your own pharmacy out in your backyard. You got your own pharmacy in the produce section. There is your own pharmacy. And it was given to us in the beginning. And I'm not even going to go any further there. So I thank you for listening. And I look forward to seeing you again at the wellness buffet. This is the wellness buffet because there's so many different ways to heal. It's not one size fits all. It's not one thing. There's a lot of different things. But what we said at the beginning of this video, listen to your body. So if you get an opportunity, listen to Dr. Burr. He has some really good information. There's a lot of good information out there. If you're not too comfortable with the messenger, I'm going to try to come back and bring you more messages. You might take it from me. If not, find somebody who you could take it to. If you found any value in this video, please like and share. I will come on and do more. Share it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with somebody. All right? So until next time, peace.